If you're thinking about why you should come to Thailand, I'm ready to lay out the top 5 reasons you should come to Thailand. Reason number 5, transportation is so easy. For example, here are the top ways I like to travel: motorbike, taxi, private van or public van, train, plane, or bus. Motorbike's really easy. You can usually rent a motorbike for around 150 to 250 baht per day. And you can usually get deals if you do it for long term, like for a month, around 2,000 to 2,500 baht, depending on the kind of bike you get and depending on how much the company would charge. I'll give you the conversions down below in the description. I don't really like taking a taxi because sometimes it does tend to be a little bit more money. Always make sure they have their meter on, because if not, they can charge a different price. And I really like taking a private van. In the past, it's worked out really well. You can stop as many times as you need to use the restroom or to get a snack or water. And it's really nice because usually the drivers are friendly and you can go with a bunch of friends and just split the costs. Also, that's usually around 6,000 baht.
Tuk-tuks are also pretty reliable and cheap. I would say it's very fun and interactive because it's basically like you're outside since it's not enclosed, and you can interact with people either in the tuk-tuk or on the street by waving hi. So it's really nice, and it's not so bad if it's at night. It's not as hot is what I mean, because you don't have just that sun blazing on you, but at night you have a nice cool breeze. It's pretty affordable if you are in a place that doesn't have too many tourists. Like sometimes Surat Thani is not too badly priced, but if you go somewhere like Phuket, could be around 200 baht even if you're just going down the road. So keep that in mind, but it's a fun experience. And in Surat Thani, typically if you go to like a local supermarket and it's not too far away, you'd typically be paying around 80 baht. But keep in mind, if you are going somewhere a little bit further away, you may pay around 120 baht. So it might be a little bit more money.
And taking a public van's usually pretty nice. You can pay around 200 baht or so, depending on where you're traveling to. Like for instance, if you wanted to take a public van from Surat Thani, you could take it to Konom, Krabi, Koh Lanta. You could also take a bus to Phuket. You can take a bus to a lot of different places. I will leave more details down below in the description. Also, I took a bus from Chiang Mai to Chiang Rai. That was fairly simple. Taking the train was pretty fun. It wasn't too expensive, but for me, one of the trips was because I didn't book ahead of time. So I found that if you book your train trip ahead of time, especially during high season or during holiday weekends, it does benefit because you can definitely save a lot of money. I ended up doing an overnight, I believe, in coach and paying about 1,000 baht. That means that I only had to share my room with one other person. And actually, I got really lucky because the other passenger didn't arrive until the end of the train ride. And I can provide more details on where I bought my bus tickets. Also, if you want to travel by plane, it is really affordable as well, and really fast. Like you can take a 1 hour plane ride from Surat Thani to Bangkok, and that price can differ based on what time of the year you purchase it. And if the tickets are in high demand and on short notice, they can charge upwards of 2,000 or 3,000 baht, whereas on a typical day, it probably costs about 1,000 baht, which is about $30 US cash. Moving on to reason number 4. There is some great food in Thailand. For example, you have a lot of different things that you can try. You have fried food, you have noodles, you have sam tam, which is papaya salad, or pronounced sam tam, and it's really tasty. You can ask for it spicy, which would be like you're asking for your tongue to be ripped off from how spicy it is. Or you can just ask for, pet nit noi, which would just mean it's just a little spicy. And also the amazing flavors that they typically use a lot of garlic, lime, and chili spices, but also there's a very wide variety on the flavors that they use. I'll leave some more details down below in the description, and I can show you some of, the different food here that I've really enjoyed. Even the grilled chicken is really good in Thailand, Guyana. It's so flavorful. And I just love how the food is home cooked. A lot of the food that you get in America is fast food, which means it's mostly chain restaurants. I do have a lot of local restaurants where I'm from, but it's just so nice to have that home cooked food. It's like grandma's cooking for you. I really love that the food is so cheap in Thailand. Overall, you could, get 40 baht meals, 50 baht meals, which is great. I'll leave the current conversion from US dollar to baht as well as to pounds, but it's very, very affordable. Now, if you want to get Western food in Thailand, you are looking at higher prices, anywhere from 150 baht upwards to 1,000 baht for a meal. But just consider that, you're in Southeast Asia, you want to enjoy the food in Asia. And I try to eat Western food here and there, but I really enjoy eating Thai food. It's so cheap, like I said, and it's easy to get if you want to go to the night market. You can easily pick up an entire meal, takeaway, especially with COVID. Most people would prefer to do takeaway. All right, moving on to reason number 3. Friendly people. One thing I notice about Thailand is that the people are truly friendly. I've just come across so many kind people that have just been so helpful along the way, and I really love the Mai Penai attitude. It's great, and it honestly is a great vibe. And I really love seeing, the Thai smile, and just seeing how much Thai people love Thai music, and also, music around the world. I was really surprised by that. They love to dance. They're happy people. They're very nice to be around. And, I've just had so many great encounters with so many different Thai people that it makes me feel good to be here. And moving on to reason number 2, the cost of living. So the cost of living is a huge reason why you should come to Thailand, especially if you might want to come and work here. Personally, I am so fond of the cost of living, and I know so many other people are too. It's the reason why, they plan to stay maybe a year or so, and they may be on their 5th year here in Thailand. It just goes that way. So, getting into the details, currently I pay about 5,500 baht per month. I'll leave the conversions down below. And, I have a 1-bedroom bungalow, but I also have the luxury of being so close to the city center while being able to live in nature in the jungle. I've got the river running right behind my bungalow. Some downsides to that is that the river does tend to flood sometimes, and the electricity can go out more often than if you lived in the city center. So for utilities, I pay altogether 500 baht. I'll give you the breakdown down below. My cell phone bill, I have 4G LTE internet, capped at 80 gigabytes per month with 600 minutes and no text messaging included. However, I do use apps like Line, mostly in Thailand, where I can communicate for free via Wi-Fi, or I can use my data, which never actually runs out. So that's great. And I'd say per month on food, I do tend to kind of vary in my spending habits when it comes to food. Sometimes, I will get something from the night market for about 40 baht. Other times I will order something off of Food Panda, which is an app that we use to order food delivery, similar to Uber Eats, for example. And that could cost me anywhere from 50 baht for a regular meal, or if I order Western food, around 200 baht. So I typically try to avoid ordering Western food. As I said, I do enjoy Thai food, but there are some times that I miss some spaghetti and meatballs, or spaghetti and beef. So I tend to order those kinds of things. But I would say I probably spend about 4,000 to 6,000 baht per month on food. And, of course, you could spend a lot less than that. You could actually live off of comfortably. I would say, you could probably live off of 3,000 baht per month on food easily for yourself. But for me, I don't mind to spend a little bit more, and also I eat very healthy, so it does tend to cost a little bit more if ordering food delivery. Okay, moving on to reason number 1. Amazing things to do and see. I love Thailand for this reason, because you have so many hiking views, so many great viewpoints that you're able to see the whole island, or you're able to see so much lush jungle, such as in Kanom, and there's so much just to do and see. So a lot of people really like going to the elephant sanctuaries. We also have so many great islands, Koh Phangan, Koh Lanta, Krabi, Riley, Koh Lipe, Koh Tao, Koh Samui. You have so many great islands. They're so easy to get to, especially if you're already traveling from Suratani. And you can also take flights directly from Bangkok. So it's great to be able to experience nature and not have crowded beaches, especially during COVID-19. The beaches are practically empty. Unfortunately, at the same time, tourism is not really taking off, but these are the reasons why I think you should come, because you would really enjoy it. And snorkeling is also awesome. I'm also going to make another video with content about the top 5 places to snorkel. So please make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so you can be alerted for that update. And just the culture in general, it's really great to be able to see, people respect Buddhism and respect the monks and highly regard their culture. I've been to many temples in Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai. I've been to the White Temple as well, the Blue Temple, and I will also leave you a list of great temples that might be another video that I do. So culture, the night markets are really fun. You can get a lot of cheap food, but you can also have some entertainment there. Sometimes there'll be kids dancing or somebody singing, and just to see the flow of people enjoying food, enjoying culture is really great. So those were my top 5 reasons to come to Thailand. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd be interested in seeing here in Thailand.
Comment down below, and don't forget, I'll leave some of the conversions and the list of cool temples in the description. See you next time, guys.